Kim, you were there. I completely forgot that you were there on the first Tate Space we did. I think it was you and Ian from memory, or could it be Sam or Ian? I think it was Ian. So, Kim, the question I have for you is, you've been watching this case evolve over the last few months. Has your stance changed? I know you were very critical, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you were very critical of Tate back then. What's your stance now?
So I've spent a lot of time researching this fascinating case, and have come across a couple of, very significant findings that I haven't heard any one of you guys talk about. And that is that in 2019, the Pentagon created a task force to look into TikTok and how TikTok is influencing US military men of young age, and how TikTok has developed an algorithm that is targeting young military men in the US with content that makes it more likely that they no longer want to be in the military. And I think, based on all the research that I have done, and anyone can do it, just Google Pentagon against TikTok, and you will see it started in 2019 that demands came up that the military should not allow anyone to have access to TikTok. The Department of Defense, military branches, they banned TikTok off the phones as an app from anyone who's serving in the military. And the reason for that is that there was always a suspicion that the Chinese government is using TikTok and using their algorithm to basically influence young American men, not just in terms of military service, but also in terms who to vote for, who to support in upcoming elections. And the Tates, especially Andrew Tate, became a victim of being selected by this algorithm to be fed extensively to a young US audience. So TikTok identified him as the perfect influencer to achieve the goals according to this Pentagon task force. So he became a victim of his own success on TikTok. Of course, TikTok later banned him after the US complained, to the Chinese government about how TikTok is being used and how it is targeting young soldiers and people who may join the military in the future. So they banned him. But it was already too late because Tate has achieved such a legendary status with billions of views that now he was exploding on other social media, including Instagram and Twitter. And US efforts were made to ban them off those platforms as well, which they succeeded with. And in the end, when Elon came back and took over Twitter and reinstated Tate, the problem for the Pentagon didn't go away. It kept resurfacing, and now with Tate back on Twitter, basically continuing the same kind of messaging that is so concerning for them, they had to do something to shut him down. So this is a US-led operation. Romania is only following, the wishes of the U.S. government. And when you look at the case and how it has evolved and how flimsy the evidence is and how they've now announced they're going to seize all of these assets and try to forfeit all of these assets, it's totally the MO of a DOJ-run operation. Romania didn't come up with this. They're just following the wishes of the United States, and that's my take.